Guys, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
No,
The screen is visible. So you will get this pop up and you need to click on the finish option. That's it.
sir,
This is
screen
a easy. Yes,
screen is not visible, sir.
the screen is not visible. Guys, my
No,
screen
sir.
is not visible.
visible sir,
Yes,
Visible.
visible.
Visible,
वो
sir.
Yes, sir.
आपका नेट में प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, आप एक बार चेक करिए. Okay? See, you will get this pop-up. And in Outlook, you can configure multiple account, multiple email ID. So if you are joining a MNC, so then in MNC, there will be a multiple mail ID. Suppose the guys is from a Infosys and they are working for a Go, SAP or LG. So they have a project on the LG Weatherford, right? So you have to configure multiple mails on his Outlook. So in that case, you have to click on this option, add another account. Or you can go to your file option and here see add account. And you need to just add the another account. Same procedure. But in that case, you need to add everything manually, email ID, password, and okay, or connect a VPN of that client and start configuring the output. So connecting VPN, it will give you the easy steps. It will not ask you to put up multiple things. It will directly connect with the Office network and fetch the information from the client side. Okay, so someone asked me about, yes, tell me. कोई अभी भी ज्वाइन ही कर रहा है, राइट? अभी कंप्लीट ज्वाइन नहीं किया सबने. मैंने वो पॉपअप कहाँ हटा दिया, उनको भी दिखा देता हूँ. तो गाइस, अभी तक क्यों नहीं ज्वाइन किया सबने? Still joining. Wait 2 minutes more, then I will proceed further.
सर इमेजेस सेव करके रखो, अच्छा होगा.
नहीं यार, मैं ढूंढूंगा. आप कितना सेव करते रहेंगे?
सर,
कंपनी
कैसे VPN से कनेक्ट करती है? किस VPN, कौन सा VPN यूज करती है?
सब कंपनी का अलग अलग VPN होता है. ओके, VPN इज अ वर्चुअल प्राइवेट नेटवर्क. ओके, so in VPN, while it is just an application, okay, वो एक एप्लीकेशन है सिंपल, उसको आप इंस्टॉल करना है. उसमें क्या होता है, कंपनी क्या करती है, एक पोर्टल आईडी देता है या एक एड्रेस देता है सर्वर का, ठीक है, जिस सर्वर के थ्रू वो VPN कनेक्ट होता है. फिर क्या होता है, उस सर्वर VPN में आपको यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड डालना पड़ता है. उसके बाद क्या होता है, जब वो VPN कनेक्ट हो जाता है, मींस जब वो एप्लीकेशन कनेक्ट हो जाता है, तो वो एप्लीकेशन क्या करता है, आपका जो नॉर्मल नेटवर्क है उसको क्या करता है, वो ऑफिस के नेटवर्क से लिंक कर देता है. तो जो भी डाटा आपका जाएगा, अब डायरेक्ट इंटरनेट को नहीं जाएगा, डायरेक्ट ISP को नहीं जाएगा, वो पहले कंपनी को होके जाए. Whatever the data you are sending or receiving, it will gone through from your laptop to the company, and after that company it will go outside.
Which types of VPN used? today I give the interview. They ask types of VPN. So I told NordVPN, NORD. They told me no.
No, not VPN is not answer. So there are multiple VPN. Some of the application-based VPN. Okay. Some are SSL VPN. Okay. So you go to the net and search it for that. There are multiple type of a VPN.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some of
Personal
side by
name,
side.
personal and side by side, and mobile VPN is also there.
Mobile VPN is also there. No, that doesn't. The interview doesn't mean that mobile VPN. उसका मतलब था कि कैसे कैसे VPNs आप यूज करते हो. So in there is a मल्टीपल टाइप. एक होता है पोर्टल टाइप VPN, जिसमें हम सिंपल पोर्टल्स आईडी डालते हैं और कुछ भी नहीं डालते, पोर्ट वगैरह नहीं डालते. ओके. कई बार टनल्स वाला होता है. ओके.
Okay.
तो आपको अगर वो थोड़ा सा आप इंटरनेट पे सर्च करो, अगर वो बताएगा, जैसे कि कोई होता है पॉइंट टू पॉइंट टनलिंग. ठीक है. पॉइंट टू पॉइंट टनल करता है. तो आप ये सब थोड़ा सा डिटेल निकालो, और आपको अगर ये सब नहीं पता हो तो आप सिंपली बोल दो आई डोंट नो, इन आवर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वी आर यूजिंग दिस VPN. 2-4 VPN का नाम लिख लो. वन इज वेरी फेमस, ग्लोबल प्रोटेक्ट. क्योंकि आप लोग अभी इतना मास्टर नहीं हो जो आप इतना डिटेल में बता सको. जस्ट से ग्लोबल प्रोटेक्ट में ग्लोबल प्रोटेक्ट लिखता था. अब वो उसका प्रोसीजर पूछेगा कैसे यूज करते थे. सर इसमें मैं पोर्टल आईडी डालता था, उसके बाद यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड मांगता था, तो मैं पोर्टल आईडी डालने के बाद यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड डालता था, देन इट विल कनेक्ट. ओके. नाउ द सेकेंड वन इज Zscaler. This is also a very famous. Third one is Cisco AnyConnect.
Sir, your voice is not clear between second and third points. So can you repeat second and third?
Yes, sir.
Everyone facing the issue?
Yes, sir. Some.
Yes, sir.
So okay. Now is it clear?
Yeah, now it is clear.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now the fourth VPN is WatchGuard. Fifth VPN is Pulse Secure. Sixth one is so forth. So you can learn 2 to 3 names. You can say this one: Global Protect, Zscaler, and Cisco AnyConnect. Okay. So
All
Global
of
Protect
are
is very.
connected. Oh, sir, all are connected through portal ID.
This Zscaler is configured and it will connect directly by username and password. Okay. It is a login based VPN. This is also
Sonic
login
was
based VPN. Yeah.
also
Yeah,
Sonic
there
was
is a lots of VPN in a market. We are not
Sir,
going
currently I am
to.
using Sonic Wall in my organization work.
Yeah, there is no problem. Sonic War. There is also a WatchGuard, guard, Cisco AnyConnect. I have written. Some of them is using a SSL Sophos VPN. So there is multiple VPN in a market.
Just
So
sir,
that
उसको बोलना है
depends
कि
on.
जस्ट ये पोर्टल आईडी पे जाना है और यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड देना है, वी कनेक्टेड।
yes you can just say सर हम ग्लोबल प्रोटेक्ट इंस्टॉल करते हैं, ग्लोबल प्रोटेक्ट में जैसे इंस्टॉल होता है इट विल आस्क फॉर अ पोर्टल आईडी एंड वी विल पुट द पोर्टल आईडी आइदर आईपी एड्रेस और अ domain names. Suppose your organization is xyz.com, then the global protect portal ID will be like this. Suppose you are from Delhi or Noida connect, Noida hyphen connect xyz.com. So this type of portal ID is given to the global protect. कंपनी खाली बदला रहता है और ये ऐसे ही आता है, लोकेशन विथ कनेक्ट, कंपनी का नाम जो कंपनी में आप काम करते हैं। पल सिक्योर में भी ऐसे आता है। Suppose you are from Noida, then it will ask you Noida VPN dot xyz.com. सबका अपना अपना पोर्टल आईडी बनाने का वो होता है, कोई कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर करता है, कोई कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर करता है। WatchGuard require a IP address of your VPN server. Certificate. This is the certificate based. You have to install the certificate. In that certificate, it will configure username and password. So it generate a token, and you have to put that token and connect it. In Zscaler, nothing to do. Just put your username and password. You will install it, and if you put your username and password, it will directly redirect to the portal and it will start connecting. Okay. So main question is, what is a VPN? Why we use a VPN? VPN is a virtual private network. It is used to connect with the office network. Suppose you are working from a home and you want to access some office resources. Then you can connect with the VPN and you will access your office resources. Because once you connect the VPN, your company, your laptop is virtually connected to the office network. Okay. Now someone asked me yesterday, means the day before yesterday, proxy. What is proxy server? Okay. Can I clear this?
Yes, sir.
Can I clear this window?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, one question, sir. Hello.
Yes.
So, sir, you can be only working at work from home, sir?
Yes. VPN is not going to connect with your own network. Let me explain it. रुको. अगर आप इन्फोसिस के कंपनी में हो, if you are in a means it is if you are in a Infosys network, then Infosys VPN will not connect. VPN not connect. But if you are in Infosys network, but you are working for a Weatherford is your client, and you want to working for the Weatherford, then you can connect with the Weatherford network. Okay, Weatherford VPN can. You can connect Knob VPN. Any company except Infosys, you can connect any VPN. जो कोई भी VPN कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं जो Infosys नेटवर्क को नहीं करे, मतलब Infosys का VPN नहीं कनेक्ट करके बाकी आप इसका भी कर सकते। अगर आप वेदरफोर्ड में हो तो आपको वेदरफोर्ड का VPN कनेक्ट नहीं होगा, बिकॉज यू आर ऑलरेडी इन ऑफिस नेटवर्क। So VPN always connect in a office network. Make it point. ये क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है आपको इंटरव्यू में। Make it point. क्या यूजर पूछ देगा क्या VPN ऑफिस नेटवर्क में कनेक्ट करना जरूरी है?
It means that it connects from private network to public network, sir.
Yes. You can give a definition. There are multiple ways to explain it, but the basic is this. Why we use VPN? Because of the accessing purpose. It create a tunnel. It create a tunnel to your network. It create a tunnel.
Yes, sir.
ओके उसको आप चाहे 50 लैंग्वेज में तोड़ के बना लो, जिसकी जितनी अच्छी इंग्लिश है वो जैसे मर्जी घुमा के बता दो, बट बेसिक काम क्या करता है? वो टनल क्रिएट करता है, आपके ऑफिस के नेटवर्क से आपके लैपटॉप को कनेक्ट करता है और आप अपने ऑफिस के रिसोर्सेज को एक्सेस कर सकते हो। आप अपने ऑफिस के कोई भी पॉलिसीज पुश होता है, देन यू कैन apply that. Suppose you are not in India. Let me give you an example. Suppose you are not in India. You are in a foreign tour from a company side. Okay, and in foreign there is a no office of your organization in that country, but there is a policy applied, and they are providing you a YouTube access or any URL access through the policy. So how that policy will updated in your system? In that case, you need to connect your laptop with your office network. So how will you connect? Through VPN, you can connect your laptop to your office network and you can access all office resources. Can anyone tell me what is the command for group policy? How you will update a group policy? अगर group policy मुझे immediate update करना है, I want to immediate.
Force update.
What?
Force update.
No.
GP update. GP update.
Force.
Yes. GP update / force.
Yes, sir.
GP update / force. So it will apply on your system automatically. So what type of policy? This update user policy plus computer policy.
Yes, sir.
Why user policy and computer policy? Because the policy is applied only on the users and the objects. And objects may be anything like a computer, printer, server, scanner. Okay. Now, came to the proxy. There is no time. I have to cover a proxy in very short time. So come to the proxy server. What is proxy server? Proxy server क्यों यूज करते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में? किसी ने कल क्वेश्चन पूछा, कोई एक्सप्लेन करेगा?
So it basically used to hide the user's identity.
Yes. Suppose you want to go to the ISP means World Internet, and this is the company proxy. So it will not give the original ID to go to the outside. Suppose you have an IP of a, suppose this is a user, his system IP is 10.10.120.22. Okay. So if he is using, this is a private IP, right? So if this IP along with your ISP IP, if it is going to the open network, then user can easily trace your system and put the bugs or put a malicious file while downloading. It will hack in, suppose this is the connection, and the hacker will hack in between, यहीं पे हैक कर लेगा, ठीक है। और वो क्या करते हैं, जब वो हैक करते हैं तो वो उस आईपी के थ्रू आपके सिस्टम में आने की कोशिश करते हैं। ओके, सो व्हाट डज द प्रॉक्सी सर्वर विल डू? प्रॉक्सी सर्वर डू नॉट रिवील दिस आईपी इन अ ओपन network. They just provide us some different IP that is not related to the organization. They will just provide any IP and access the internet. So while the hacker tracking that IP and injecting any file, malicious file, while downloading, so it will not came directly to the laptop. It will came through the company multiple time, multiple not, every time it is rejected because it is a different IP. Some of the time maybe सबके ऊपर, सब एक के ऊपर शेयर के ऊपर सवाल है, राइट? तो कोई ऐसा है जो उसको भी ट्रैक करके हैक कर लेता है। नाउ इज इट ओके?
यस।
तो क्या होता है कि कोई कितना भी इंटेलिजेंट बन जाता है तो उसके ऊपर भी कोई ना कोई एक ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट का बंदा आ जाता है, राइट? उसको कर ही लेता है, तो उसका बहुत रेयर चांस होता है। दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज अ प्रॉक्सी सर्वर। प्रॉक्सी सर्वर बेसिकली हाइड योर ओरिजिनल आइडेंटिटी। हमारी आइडेंटिटी क्या है इंटरनेट पे? आईपी एड्रेस, राइट?
Yes, sir.
System की MAC ID along with the IP ID is your identity. अगर उसको हम हाइड करके और दिखाया तो वो उसको ट्रैक नहीं कर पाए। And you can freely go to the open network. So in the organization, there will be a limitation to access the internet. So only your internal freely access, and for going to the outside from the network like YouTube or any other website, Facebook, so it will block multiple times, or it will not provide you. Yes. Maybe this is the network issue. Okay. We will continue from here on next class. Okay. Okay. I think there is a network issue. We will continue in the next class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
From
Thank
here,
you,
we
sir.
will continue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, in the next class, I am going to explain this proxy server. And there is one more question. Some of your friends asked me one question. That is the RSA server and terminals.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So,
sir.
what is a
Yes, sir.
RSA server?
RSA
RSA is a remote access server. The server which remotely and you can do a work. And terminal server is a server where you need to connect the devices. You need to connect a multiple devices, like you need to connect a switch, a router, or a other device. We will explain it also in detail in next class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, welcome. So I am closing the session here only today. In next class, we will discuss in detail of a proxy server. Firewall is also pending. I will explain a firewall also, why we use a firewall. Okay.
And sir, some high priority tickets, sir.
Yes, high priority tickets also. And some of the guys asked me in that day, sir, please focus on the important topic. Right? So guys, as a 1 year experience, you should focus on the basic focusing you should have to done on the Outlook, Windows troubleshooting, like system hanging, how to join a domain, right? You need to know the knowledge of a domain, AD, Active Directory, what is Active Directory, what is a domain, what is the difference between work group. You have to thorough knowledge of Outlook, Windows regarding problem, network regarding problem, right? These are the hit topic. These they are going to ask you on this. If the interviewer asks you regarding a server, if the interviewer asks you regarding a server, then they will ask you what is FSMO role, what is child domain, what is a parent domain, what is additional domain controller, what is the difference between domain controller and Active Directory, why we use a domain controller. Okay. Apart from that, if the interviewer interested in a network side, then they will ask you about a VLAN, classes of IP, okay, types of IP, what is loopback IP, what is a PIPA IP address, okay, and configuration of a switches and router. If you are mentioning in your interview CV, you have a knowledge of a switch and a routing, then they will ask you of a different type of routing. What is a static routing? What is dynamic routing? That type of routing. Okay.
Sir, but
So yes.
but here there is no requirement of that one.
What? I'm not getting your voice.
For desktop support engineer, we need to learn that networking also, that like switch routing hub.
Yeah, for desktop support engineer also you need to know basic networking knowledge. IP, type of IP, classes of IP, subnet mask, what is VLAN, how to resolve a Wi-Fi issue, what is access point, what is MAC ID, how to get a MAC ID from a system, how to check a MAC ID, how to ping a system, how to check the. Do you know what is a DNS?
Yes, sir.
You should know.
Yes, sir.
You should know the DNS, DHCP. DNS, forward lookup zone, reverse lookup zone. You should know that. What is forward lookup zone? What is reverse lookup zone? What is DHCP, DORA process? You should explain the DORA process in detail. Okay, and these are the topics you should know from a network side. And from a server side, you should know the what is domain controller, what is the AD, what is what is the difference between Active Directory and domain controller, what is a child domain, what is tree, what is forest,
Okay,
how
sir.
you can update a means how you will update a policy, user policy, group policy, right? How can you delete, reset the password? How can you unlock the account? How can you disable the account from a AD? So these are the hit topic. If interviewer will ask you for a desktop support, maybe they will ask you this type of question.
Sir, one screening round is completed, how many days after the round will be clear?
What? Be louder. Be louder. Yes.
Once it is screening round of interview is completed, how many days after that the round of interview will be hold?
So that depends on the organization to organization. Oh, one more thing I have forgot to tell you. For a desktop support engineer, you should know the printer configuration very well. Printer configuration. This is the very important topic. They will ask you about a printer configuration and the video conferencing. What type of video conferencing device you are working on? Yes.
So, are you going to take that video conferencing and what do you say apart from that?
Printer configuration.
Yeah, are you going to take that as
No.
well?
Video conferencing, it is not possible to take do it in a revision class. You need to do it from your side only. Know the video conferencing knowledge. I can give you some topic how the video conferencing is done. You can search from it and you can learn. Printer configuration I can explain. Okay.
What do you say about
Printer configuration?
video conference?
Video conferencing, you have to do it by yourself only through the internet. I will give you a topic from a video conferencing. You can search it through on the internet and do. Okay.
Okay, sir. So, I have lecture tomorrow as well or the day after tomorrow?
I think day after tomorrow, but you should confirm it from your HR.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir,